weather up. Sorry, just kind of got. Wait a minute. It's summertime, isn't it? Hey, good morning. It is 23 minutes after 7 o'clock. It's Monday morning, June 4th, 2018. I guess I got that summertime cold thing going on. I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, my God.
Good morning, Robin. How are you doing over there?
I am good. Good morning, Larry. How are you?
I'm good. If it's a cold and it's not quite summer, or do you call it a spring? Yeah, you got it, too. Listen to you.
I have a sniffle.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got the
I
same
have a
thing.
sniffle, but it's not going to be here long. It's gone away. Mind over matter.
78 degrees here at the studios. We are broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary where you too can get a drink. Let's see. It's a 45% chance we'll see rain today. Highs around 89 today, and then tomorrow 91 is the expected high with very little chance of rain, only a 12% chance of rain, and that's before you wake up, kids.
Oh, gosh.
Not before I wake up, but before you wake up. All right, let's see what we're doing this morning. Looks like we got a busy morning. We'll be in this studio for a while. 7:35. I should start there. That's when you and I don't have any guests. We just simply read the news, talk about the news, talk about translating alien languages.
There you go.
That's one of the stories.
Yeah, translating alien like Klingon?
No.
Or real alien language?
Real alien language.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you about that.
All right, I'm ready.
So we'll have we'll just do the informal delivery of the news. Galen, you know, will be on at 8:05. I've had a couple of things lately. I'm kind of a sensitive person, you know.
You are.
Yeah, I am.
Sensitive.
So somebody posted this morning that I'm a typical American because I'm apparently in an old interview. I said somebody's in Myanmar. I don't even know where Myanmar is, and they said typical American doesn't even know where Myanmar is. They posted.
I don't even know what that is.
So I had that, and what was the other one? Oh, and then when this whole thing with the 2 + 1 + 1 × 7. I'm trying to express my belief that we must have, as students when we were younger, we must have had two different ways that this equation was taught.
Exactly.
And I'm not saying one is right and one is wrong. I'm just saying I'm noticing there are two different ways. And oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many people have told me that I'm wrong, that I just forgot. And they said, I will say, if I forgot, that means a lot of people I also know forgot.
Yeah, like me.
And then, well, then be prepared to be, hurt.
Oh, I am.
Well, then all your friends are stupid is what they said to me.
Really? All your friends are stupid?
And I said, wait a minute. I know the walking encyclopedia. I'm not going to name names, but
that's right.
Even he agrees with me. So
exactly. He had the textbook to prove it, too.
And even the calculator agrees with me. The standard calculator. And then they say, oh, well, your calculator's broken. I say, yeah, I can't argue with you. So I have the Myanmar thing. I have this. And I have also there was another post on Facebook, on YouTube, where I called New Orleans, New Orleans. And I was corrected. It's Norlands. It's like, oh, come on. I can never get that city right. No matter what I say, somebody's going to tell me I'm wrong. So the topic with Galen today is how to pronounce cities and places around the world.
Nice.
Cities and countries, I should say, before you correct me again. Cities are places. Cities and countries around the proper pronunciation of different names. One of them is Kissimmee, by the way.
Oh, there you go.
We all say that one right.
We do.
Around here.
Okay, good.
But not a lot of visitors. A lot of visitors, say Kissimmee or something, right?
And I go back to the people that grew up in New Orleans that we've spoken to that now live here. They say when they were growing up, it was Nolans, but New Orleans is acceptable. New Orleans is acceptable. It all depends.
But see how
the people that grew up there agree with us.
Okay, but you see how the world has become so argumentative?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You try to point something out, simple something.
That's right.
Anyway, so that's the topic with Galen. News Bites at 8:35. That's when we do not attempt to be silly. We don't attempt to analyze the news. We just read the news the way we get it. Eric Anderson coming out at 9:05. He's got a book called Anubis. It's a thriller novel. It's the second installment of the New Caliphate trilogy that he's been writing.
Excellent.
And Pastor R.C. Jones is coming in at 9:20. She's a prophetess and a pastor and very popular on these airwaves at every Monday at 9:20.
She's wonderful. I love her.
9:35 in the studio, Mr. Encyclopedia himself, Jim
That's
Penna.
right. And a couple of the other four guys. Don't know who's coming.
Jim Penna, Carl Berry. Oh, we don't know who's on, but
No.
the possible guys, right?
Right.
Albert Wilkinson, Ron Barrett, and Ron Viola.
Yep.
Do we know Ron?
I think so. I think he's been in here before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think it's Jim and Ron for sure, but I'm not sure about the other
P.S. He sent a video, Joe Walsh from the Eagles is also a ham radio operator.
Oh, yeah, Carl Berry gave us that one. That was pretty cool.
Is that
Carl.
right?
Yeah.
So they're coming in here to talk about that, talk about ham radio. The Silver Springs Radio Club is having their field day on Saturday, June 23rd. Sorry, I'll get it right. And Sunday, June 24th. Mm-hmm. And, when you get picked on a lot, you start to stutter. So that's what I think I'm doing.
I know. I do that. I stutter. I get upset.
That was the King's speech,
oh,
right?
my God.
That was the
exactly.
whole King's speech movie.
Yeah, that was great. He was Colin Firth. I love him. He's such a great actor.
That was a good movie, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, in the studio,
In the studio.
Lori Williams,
see.
Mr. George, and Bob Wines. The three of them are coming in to talk to us about Bob Wines and I guess about Mr. George Ministries.
Yep.
Feeding the Hungry. J. Stewart Ablon is the director of Think Kids, talking about the book Changeable, How Collaborative Problem Solving Changes Lives at Home, at School, and at Work.
Collaborative. That's the operative word here. People don't want to be collaborative. They want to say, I'm right, you're wrong, you're stupid.
Oh, my gosh. You got up on the wrong side of the
No, I didn't. I'm just elaborating on what you were saying earlier. Collaborative is the proper word.
All right. Oh, and my goodness. Oh, my gosh.
Yes, this is
Shannon
the best
Gwynn
part.
and Michelle Gearing. They're the highlight of our morning. I'm sorry, Jim. They're coming in from Mamma Mia. These ladies are very super talented.
Super talented, Michelle and Shannon.
They do a better job in Mamma Mia than the actresses on the movie.
They sure do.
They are outstanding.
They are outstanding.
All right, we'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The Secretary of Defense, James Mattis, back from Singapore overnight, where the upcoming North Korea summit was a key focus.
Mattis told his counterparts from across the globe that he anticipates the road ahead for negotiations with North Korea will be bumpy at best. Mattis also warned defense officials from South Korea and Japan that the U.S. and its allies need to keep the pressure on Pyongyang.
Fox's Garrett Tenney. In the House, a showdown over immigration as Congress returns today.
Texas Republican Congressman Will Hurd says it's time for votes to move forward on immigration, and he says his party has the numbers to make that happen. Hurd believes if he can get the Democratic support, he can force a vote by the end of June.
Fox's Gernal Scott. Senate Republicans, meanwhile, trying to put the brakes on a trade war after the president's decision to slap import tariffs on close allies. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Napa know-how.
Your broken AC may not be broken. It may just need a recharge with the Avalanche AC Recharge Kit. Just $39.99 plus an additional $15 prepaid Visa card by mail. Just pull the trigger and brrr. The Avalanche AC Recharge Kit. Now $39.99 plus $15 prepaid Visa card. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer expires 6/30/18.
Dad, what are you doing?
Cramming for college.
I'm the one going to college.
Yeah, but we need to figure out how we're going to pay for it all.
Discover Student Loans.
Discover does student loans?
Yeah, they're one of the top student loan lenders in the country. It takes 15 minutes or less to apply, and there are no fees for the life of the loan. Best of all, I can earn cash rewards if I get good grades.
Really?
Yeah, we still have time to apply and get a great rate.
So I can just chill. College kids still say that, right?
No one says that, Dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Visit discoverstudentloans.com to apply today. Limitations apply.
Here is your 1-minute news brief from the source, WOCA. A 36-year-old Silver Springs man has been charged with murder after deputies discovered the body of a woman inside the trunk of his car. Ocala police have released body cam video after they saved a man from jumping off a bridge over I-75. The driver of a racing powerboat has died following a collision with another boat that also injured 3 other racers during an event in the St. Johns River during Saturday's Jacksonville Grand Prix of the Sea race. 7 people have been sentenced to prison prison terms after pleading guilty in Florida to orchestrating a variety of fraud scams that took in more than $7 million from victims across the United States. A Pinellas County man is facing several charges after police say he crashed a sport utility vehicle into two pedestrians, killing both of them. And Tonight Show host Jimmy Fallon was the surprise commencement speaker at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, where 17 people were killed in a shooting rampage on Valentine's Day. And that is your news brief from The Source.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Monday, partly sunny with a shower or thunderstorm in spots, mainly during the afternoon hours at the coast, the high 89 to 93. Partly cloudy Monday night with a shower or thunderstorm in spots early tonight along the coast, low 70, inland 77 at the coast. For Tuesday, partly sunny with a shower or thunderstorm in spots in the afternoon near the coast, the high 90 to 94. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
This is Kenny Penny with Pretty Penny Properties. On behalf of myself, my wife Allison, and the Pretty Penny team, I want to thank you for supporting our business by allowing us to help you get your penny's worth from the local real estate market. With offices in Ocala, Spring Hill, Tampa Bay, Pretty Penny Properties helps you spend every penny wisely. Contact us at prettypennyproperties.com or call 352-629-6883. That's 352-629-6883. Thanks.
Hey folks, if you've not been to Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens lately, you've really been missing out on their fabulous old-timey greenhouse. It's just cram full of great stuff for your home, your yard, your garden, including those wonderful whimsical wind chimes and fountains and bird baths and pottery and garden flags and much, much more. Everything in the greenhouse is 10% off. Many items are 20% off. And be sure to stock up on Bob's famous no-float pine straw mulch. It won't blow away. It won't float away. It's just good for the environment. And it's just $4.75 a bale when you buy 10. Check this week's ad or go to bobwinescamelliagardens.net for a big long list of this week's super deals. They're open daily till 4:30, Saturdays till 3 on Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your Verizon representative with news that will hum your car, make it smart and safe. How? With the new Hum device by Verizon. You can rest assured you're never alone. Flat tire? Lost? Accident? For $10 a month, Hum by Verizon has you covered. And I will come to you in Marion County to install the Hum for free. Time to call me at 352-528-0020. Are you ready to hum along? Call 352-528-0020.
Get equipped for anything with a John Deere 3025E compact tractor from AgPro. It's equipped with a low price of $139 per month, and we've got all the attachments you'll ever need. Request a quote at agproco.com. Offer ends 4/30/18, subject to approved installment credit with John Deere Financial. 20% down payment required. Taxes, freight, setup, and delivery charges could increase monthly payment. See dealer for details.
I'm having a hot flash, tropical.
Menopause the Musical, the off-Broadway parody hit that will have you cheering at your seat and dancing in the aisles. It's impossible not to laugh. The New York Times. It's hilarious. Go see it. The View. Women need this. The Today Show. Featuring Cindy Williams from Laverne and Shirley. June 27th to July 1st. Get tickets now at strasscenter.org. You don't want to miss this.
I'm having a hot flash. Ooh.
Hey, sweetheart, you look upset.
I just don't know how we're going to handle everything coming up these next few weeks. Graduation, Father's Day, Natalie's wedding.
Tell you what, make a list of all the events and what you want to serve. Then, just call Honey Baked Ham at 861-0011. They'll prepare everything to perfection, and they'll even deliver.
Where are they? I may just go by.
2709 Southwest 27th Avenue, just behind Best Buy.
I'm going to use Honey Baked Ham for everything.
Honey Baked Ham, making every day a special occasion.
Thank you. Let's see, 23 minutes before 8 o'clock. Oh, my gosh, I must have had a longer break than I thought there. Well, I needed to go make some coffee. What am I doing wrong with the iced coffee, by the way? I thought, if you made regular coffee, just poured it into a glass of ice, voila, you would have iced coffee. But it's not the same. Or does McDonald's do something different?
They're different. You said Dunkin' Donuts has a different tasting coffee. McDonald's has a different tasting coffee.
Yeah.
So they're all different.
Okay, but I have never had iced coffee from anybody other than McDonald's and myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to get McDonald's coffee and pour it into some ice, and then it'll taste like iced coffee from McDonald's.
I don't know. We'll have to see. Cause
there's an experiment.
You
Yeah.
know, you don't ever know.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to order 2 coffees, 1 iced coffee and 1 hot coffee from McDonald's.
There you go.
Then I'm going to go to the ice machine and put ice in it, see if it tastes the same.
Nice.
I never in a million years would have imagined that I would one day like iced coffee. I just can't imagine. When I was younger, I mean, I don't mean when I was a kid. I mean like 10 years ago. I can't even imagine that.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Let's see. Where should we start with the news? The phone lines are open if you want to call in. 622-9622 is the phone number. One story I wanted to talk about. Local. Ocala police talked a guy out of dropping himself off of one of the overpasses onto the interstate, which would have been horrible.
Oh, thank God.
Not only would he have killed himself, but he might have killed somebody else driving on the interstate. So they talked him out of doing that, and which was good. There's a video. I don't know if I saw it on the Channel 20 or the Starbanner website, but one of them had it, and so Ocala Police, you guys are outstanding. Thank you for the job you do. You saved not only his life, but probably more than one life.
Oh, certainly.
By doing what you did.
Certainly. And people didn't have to see that.
You don't. We often don't hear things that didn't happen. But with the body cam, we were able to see something that didn't happen, and that's good. I'm glad it didn't happen.
Excellent.
Let's see. Anything else on the light show? Oh, the Tonight Show host, Jimmy Fallon, was at the graduation ceremony for Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School.
Oh, nice.
He made an appearance there. I saw a real brief, homemade video of him at the podium, and it was nice that he did that. He had a funny line. Remember the thing where some people heard it Yanny and some people heard it Laurel?
Yes.
He said to them, now, just because you graduated doesn't mean you should sit on your laurels or your Yannies.
That's a funny line.
That's good, yeah.
That's a real funny line.
So here's the silly, unbelievable story. There's a group called the Messaging Extraterrestrial Intelligence Organization.
Messaging Extraterrestrial Intelligence. Medio.
Yeah, Medio.
Yeah.
Anyway, they want you to listen to some of the things that we've been getting from outer space and see if you can figure out the language. So
there you go.
They believe we are getting messages. Hey, who's to say? I shouldn't laugh at them. Maybe they're right. It says linguists and scientists and mathematicians are having a hard time coming up with any explanation as to what these sounds mean. So they're asking you to go to the website space.com and listen to the things that have been sent and see if you can figure out what the language is.
Nice.
Well, that ought to be interesting. Imagine if somebody actually does.
Understand it?
Yeah. And it turns out to be, can you hear me now?
That would be funny. That would be extra funny.
I was hoping for. I was just hoping to get a laugh at that. I went through the whole thing. I did the whole thing just to come. Funny. Oh my gosh! All right, let me push a button. I got a phone call.
Okay.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Seems like I remember a song was written a very long time ago, and in order to make the rhyme work, the fellow wrote it as, "Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans?"
There you go.
And I believe Louis Armstrong even wound up singing it at one point.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he had a lot of bad letters. That's not how you say it.
Exactly.
That's funny. Yeah, hey.
Have a good day.
Hey, thank you, Jim. And Jim is from Long Island, as I am. There are a ton of towns on Long Island that everybody mispronounces it. And that's probably true everywhere in the country.
Oh, sure.
There's probably lots of things that are Ocala.
Exactly.
It's often mispronounced. I'll never forget, we had a new guy in radio, who's working at the radio station, and he kept saying Ocala instead of Ocala, which is it's almost close.
That's right.
Better than Ocala, right?
And we've had people say Ocala.
Ocala. And I said to him, it's Ocala, but he thought I was just pranking him and trying to get him to say it wrong on the air.
Yeah, right.
Oh, well, whatever.
There you go. I warned you.
You know what else I've been told we mispronounce is the McPherson Government Complex.
Oh, okay. What is it?
I've been told Sorry, that it's the McPherson. That's the lady's name. That's how she pronounced it.
Oh, McPherson.
Well, that's what I heard.
Okay.
Well, put it this way. Somebody called me up when we said McPherson, and I've never changed my pronunciation.
Yeah.
Only because, like, the whole town calls it McPherson.
Exactly.
But if that's the family name, then we probably should have corrected the way we say it. But
exactly. So maybe there's still a McPherson out there, and they can call up and tell us the proper way to pronounce it.
And I don't really know how to say Kim Jong-un. That's how I say it. But I have a feeling that they say it differently over there.
Yeah, they probably
right?
do.
Yeah.
Yep.
So. All right, so what else do we have here? A 36-year-old man from Silver Springs has been arrested, charged with first-degree premeditated murder. Apparently he was staying at this lady's house and got up and decided to steal her drugs and some cash. When she got up and found him doing that, he choked her. Long story short, she died. There was more to it than that, but I don't want to discuss you with the details. He stuffed her in a trunk of a car. Anyway, I think neighbors saw him doing it, and they called police. And
well, thank God the neighbors called police.
Somebody called police, and he's in jail.
Good. Throw away the key. Don't need to baby these people anymore. Don't need to baby them at all.
There was a race on the St. Johns River Saturday. It was an organized race. It was the Jacksonville Grand Prix of the Sea race, and a 22-year-old man died when the boat he was racing in collided with another boat.
Oh.
He was with the Sanford Fire Department, by the way. He was a paramedic, only 22 years old.
Oh, how sad.
Yeah.
How sad.
What else?
Those are fast boats, right? Those are the ones that really fly?
I would imagine.
Gosh.
I mean, the Grand Prix of the Sea. They've got to be fast. Powerboat. Oh, it's the Powerboat P1 Superstock USA Series.
Yeah, gosh. They move. Wow. Prayers for their families.
7 people have been sentenced to prison terms after pleading guilty to orchestrating a variety of fraud scams that took in more than $7 million from victims across the United States. A Miami federal judge imposed sentences ranging from 4 years to 9 years for each member of the group. They all pleaded guilty in March. Court documents show the defendants opened bank accounts established in the names of fake corporations to receive the proceeds of various fraudulent schemes, including romance frauds, email hacking schemes, and inheritance and lottery scams.
Wow.
You know, I'm just waiting. One day we're going to see a news article about somebody being arrested for this thing called freedom checks. I
hope so.
I just think that was a scam.
I do too. I hope so. I hope somebody's arrested real quick.
In Pinellas County, the sheriff's office is reporting that they've, arrested a man, 38-year-old man, for running his vehicle into 2 pedestrians and killing them both.
Oh, God.
74-year-old Nicholas DeSanta and 80-year-old Beverly Gran were crossing the street, and he ran into both of them.
On purpose.
Well, that's for the jury to decide. I guess we don't know that.
That is just so sad. Life isn't precious anymore to some people. They don't care. They don't pay attention.
Florida's largest power utility company said it remains confident it can keep its aging nuclear reactors along the shore of Biscayne Bay operating safely, despite new studies that project sea levels will rise between 5 and 7 feet by the year 2100.
Gosh, is that Turkey Point? Can't remember.
I don't know. Florida Power, yes, it is. Florida Power and Light is seeking federal approval to extend the operating license of its Turkey Point nuclear plant for another 20 years and presented a 2013 independent study it commissioned on sea rising to the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission for the reactors. But environmental groups expressed their concerns with the outdated study, saying the water will rise and it will cause problems. The Florida Power and Light folks say we haven't noticed any rise. See?
Of course. No, Turkey Point is a great facility.
That is interesting, isn't it?
It is very interesting.
You have one group of people saying the oceans are rising.
Mm-hmm.
And another, organization that you would imagine a nuclear plant is loaded with scientists.
Exactly.
And they're saying there's no evidence that it's rising.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to just keep the plant going, I guess.
That's right. Tricky point.
See, this is what I like. I like when equally smart people decide to argue about something.
Yeah,
then I can
exactly.
sit back and listen to them.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Exactly.
That's why I want to hear people talking about the order of operations in math. I want to hear Jim Panna up against Jim Trapani. I just want to sit here and listen to
Yeah, there you go. That would be good. It's not an insult to either gentleman. They're both super smart.
I love them both.
And this would be great to hear the debate.
Absolutely.
I love a good debate.
Absolutely. And because I've never once said one way is better than the other. I just said, hey, I noticed something here.
Mm-hmm.
There's two different ways we're doing this equation, and that means we were taught two different ways.
Exactly.
And I'm not saying one way is better than the other, but the problem I'm having with it, and you can tell it's under my skin, I keep bringing it up.
That's right, exactly.
The problem I'm having with it is everybody telling me that I'm just simply forgetting that I was taught something. I don't think I forgot.
Yeah, I didn't forget. Nope.
An off-duty FBI agent was dancing in a bar in Denver. He did a backflip, and his pistol came out of his waistband, and it went off.
Oh, my gosh.
And it shot another person in the leg.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is crazy. I saw the video of this, too, by the way.
And where was this?
In Denver.
Gosh. Wow. Well, when you said he was dancing and did a backflip, I thought he was like a stripper or something. And I had a different vision.
Somebody got shot. He picks up the gun in the video after it fires, and he knows it fired because you could see the flash out of the barrel of it. And it puts it back in his holster. Like, okay, I'm done. Not realizing he just shot somebody in the leg.
Oh, my God.
I guess he didn't realize it at that point.
Well, I'm glad it was just, the leg and it wasn't a fatal shot.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that poor guy. He's probably really feeling bad.
National Guard troops, police, and firefighters ushered the last group of evacuees from homes on the eastern tip of Hawaii's Big Island early on Saturday, just hours before more lava from the Kilauea volcano cut off road access to that area. Wow. They would have been stuck. Yeah. A stream of lava as wide as 3 football fields flowed over a highway near a junction at Kapoho. I'm just chuckling because later I'll probably find out I said that wrong.
Yeah.
Kapoho, if I'm saying it right, is a seaside community of rebuilt after a destructive eruption in Kilauea in 1960. That was written wrong, but you get the picture.
Wow.
I read it right, but it was written wrong. Mm-hmm. The lava flow at Kapoho and the adjacent development of Vacation Land cut off from the rest of the island by road, according to the Hawaii County Civil Defense Agency.
My God. Horrible, horrible, horrible.
Vacation Land. That sounds like a nice place, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
Sounds like someplace the Go-Go's might go.
Boy, they know exactly when to jump in.
Wow.
I mean, they're great.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew that was going to happen? A 14-mile section of the proposed border wall along the U.S.-Mexican border is under construction in San Diego at a cost of $147 million, according to local media reports.
We got to stop them somehow.
Construction started Friday at Border Field State Park in San Diego. The wall will stand between 18 and 30 feet tall, and it will include an anti-climbing plate and replace over 14 miles of improvised border fencing built in the 1990s out of scrap metal and repurposed steel plates.
You'll never stop them, but it'll deter them, and then maybe they'll get the picture. Do it legally, and you can come in this country and stay.
Yeah. Anyway, I just want to say something. Since I'm getting picked on for a bunch of stuff, the U.S.-Mexican border is a border. The state line between Georgia and Florida is not a border. It's a state line.
Exactly.
Just thought I'd correct somebody out there.
Oh, there you go.
In journalism land who keeps calling it the Florida-Georgia border.
Yeah, it is a state line, not a border.
Now, I suppose technically the edge of everything is a border.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess so.
But I think we call that a state line.
Yes, we do.
We call that line between Canada and the United States a border.
Exactly.
Which, by the way, if you want to call in and give your comments on the tariffs against Canada, you're welcome to do that.
Okay.
It is annual Worldwide Developers Conference Monday. Apple Corporation will sneak peek many of the new features. They'll have some software updates that will be coming to most existing iPhones and iPads, as well as the new models that will be out later this year. The software update, expected to be called iOS 12, is usually released in September, but I guess they're giving us a sneak peek today. And by the way, I was in Barnes & Noble yesterday, and they have a book to educate seniors, that would be you and me, Robin,
yes,
on how to use an iPhone. The book is 2 inches thick. There must be a lot I don't know about my new phone.
Oh my gosh!
But here's the way it is with technology for me. I just use it for what I need it for. If somebody says, you can do that with your phone, well then cool. Mm-hmm. Show me how to do that, and I'll use that from now on.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I like the fact that I can tell. What is her name again? Alexa?
Alexa, yeah.
I can say, Alexa, play Robin and the Giant, and then bing, it starts playing it.
I know, isn't that great?
Which is cool because every time one of our songs plays on whatever, we get like 0.0004 cents.
Isn't that amazing? I love that.
So if we get 100 plays, I think we make 4 cents.
Yeah.
Or 1,000 plays. 1,000 plays.
1,000 plays, yeah. But that's cool. That's great. We've made 1,000 people happy.
First Lady Melania Trump will attend a reception for Gold Star families today. This is her first public appearance since being hospitalized for several days last month. Mm-hmm. Spokeswoman Stephanie Grisham confirmed to CNN and The Hill. I guess that's a news agency, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say that again because I just revealed that I don't know what The Hill is. But I do know what The Hill is. What the hell is The Hill, Robin?
I don't know.
Anyway, she confirmed to reporters yesterday that Trump will be joining her husband at the private event honoring families of U.S. military members killed in battle. By the way, there was another volcano eruption in Guatemala. I think 25 people have died in that eruption.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible.
That was unbelievable. Two children died. They were watching it, and the flames or something came crashing down from the volcano onto the bridge they were standing on.
It's horrible. Absolutely. It just makes you want to cry when you hear the news like this.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Happy Monday.
Hey, Hugh.
See, an interesting thing on television over the weekend I was watching is, last week we were talking about that road that might be coming to Florida from one place to another to help with the congestion. Tokyo, Japan celebrated their 50-year bullet train anniversary yesterday, and they never had one fatality in all the 50 years.
Oh, that's
wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing goes up to 300 miles an hour. But the thing is, Texas, between Dallas and Houston, is building a bullet train that'll be in operation 2021, I believe it was. That'll travel between Dallas and Houston, and you'll get up to about 300 miles an hour. So some places are going rail rather than building highways and disturbing all the countryside.
Yeah. I hope we see that. I mean, again, it goes back to whether the public will support things like that or not.
Yeah. Well, it has its advantages and probably disadvantages, but with population growing, especially like in Florida now, we got 20 million or whatever it is. I think you're going to see more rail, and I think that would be the right solution.
I know you've expressed that before. I like trains, and I hope trains don't go away, but it really boils down to whether the public will use them. So.
Yeah. Well, it gets to a point where maybe they have no choice with all the traffic and everything,
Yeah, I think wasn't it just like one air fatality in like 4 years or something like that when that lady got killed out of that airplane? Remember?
I remember that. Yeah.
The engine blew up on the plane, and then she was sucked out of the window a little bit, and she didn't make it. But yeah, you're right. It took 4 or 5 years without a fatality. So air travel is unbelievably safe. The most dangerous thing you can do is probably walk or ride in a car.
yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, or go to an internet cafe. That's usually dangerous too.
Very good. Okay, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Hugh. Yeah, he was a big proponent or supporter of rail, and we got it out of our system last Thanksgiving. We went on our first Amtrak ride ever.
Yep.
And then we went on our first trolley ride ever in Tampa, which was my first one anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
I had never done that before.
I love that.
It was cool, but I understand why people say they'd rather take a plane. It's quicker.
Yeah.
But I did like the slow pace, although 27 hours was a little bit long for that trip we took. 27 hours.
Well, it was because of the delays. It would have been quicker than that.
Yeah, but it still would have been 22 hours.
Yeah, and then 13 hours without a bathroom. That was really bad.
That was the worst. Yeah.
That was the worst. Amtrak's got to step up on that.
Anything else? SpaceX launched a rocket this morning. If you were looking out your window, you might have seen it going up. It went up at 12:45 a.m. I was sleeping. This is launching the SES-12 satellite. Don't know what that is, but it took off, and they are not reusing the booster as they've been doing because it's an old booster, so they just let it fall into the ocean.
Gosh.
So there you go.
Yes.
All right. Looks like we're up against the break. We'll take a break right now. Galen Unald coming up in just a little bit. When we have Galen on the phone, we're going to talk to Galen about the correct pronunciations of different places around the country and around the world, cities and countries. We'll be right back with Galen.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio. I'm Lillian Wu, the president's attorney, touching off a debate on whether the commander-in-chief has the power to